What's up, guys? Welcome back to Men of the Spirit. Today we're diving with this 15-year-old spearfishing prodigy, Lucio Leal. This kid is a hammer, super respectful kid. I'm gonna throw up his YouTube and his Instagram so you guys can give him a follow. My goal is to get Lucio sponsored. This kid is so talented, only 15 years old, 100-foot diver, brings huge fish home. Incredible family. His mom is super supportive. His dad taught him everything he knows about spearfishing. He's been diving since he was in his single digits. I got a lot of respect and appreciation for Lucio. Gonna share some clips about some of the big fish that he's bringing on board today, and also going to throw up his Instagram and his YouTube so you could give him a like, share his videos, get his name out there, get some big companies to give him some gear, and we'll see how he does in the future. Guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, and read your Bibles. Shoots!
What?
How's it? My name's Lucio. I'm 15 years old. I was born and raised on Maui, and my hobbies are freediving and spearfishing.
What's up, guys? Today's episode is super cool, jam-packed, different camera angles. We got the Lucio cam popping into today's video. Right here, Lucio's right there at the bottom, just about to shoot a moo. And we're gonna get his angle, his perspective on this in just a few moments. But yeah, today's an awesome video. You know, we always got the super reliable dive partner, Uncle Jake the Hammer. And now we got Lucio, another very reliable, very safe, very experienced, very young, 15 years old, but super athletic dive partner. So we're gonna be getting some big fish, and there's some big fish in this video. Here we got the Lucio cam. All right, so there's a moo right down there, just a solo moo. A lot of times moos are in moo piles, and when you drop down, they come in slowly when you put your face down. But here it's just a solo moo, so when you're in deeper water, you could dive bomb them. In shallower water, for me, I haven't had very much success dive bombing moo in shallow water, although I know people do. For me, I gotta get down, I gotta get behind a rock, I gotta grunt, dust, look down, and they just kind of teleport closer and closer to you. This one, Lucio says, was just super dumb, swims right in front of him, gives him an easy shot. Pretty rare for moo to do that, but you'll find some spots where they're just dumb. And he's able to, looks like he's about to go back up, but he just got down to the bottom, so he had enough breath to go and undo his line. And this guy could hold his breath a long time, so this was no problem for him, not putting himself in any danger whatsoever. And I'm watching him from the top. You know, when we're taking deeper drops, we like to do one up, one down. Keep an eye on our buddy. It's always better to be safe than get a fish. On deeper drops, you want to come meet your dive buddy somewhere between 10 to 30 feet below the surface, depending on how deep it is. So that's what you're seeing right here.
Nice, bro! Bro, it was so dumb. I saw it on, even when you're diving down, it's right in front.
Here's another amazing fish by Lucio. In just a moment, you'll see Lucio shoot one of the best reef fish in the state of Hawaii, and that's a moanakali. Boom. This thing is huge, 3-pound moanakali. Nice fish. Almost gets off right there. but that's a nice fish. Whew. Here Lucio's taking a drop. You know, before we get to some of the giant fish he caught, we got to give some credit for some of these nice reef fish. So far, Moo, Moana Kali. Here he's about to line up on a veke nono, which is one of his favorite type of vekes to shoot. And I'm just staying at the top, giving him eyes. It's pretty shallow here. It's about 30, 35 feet. And I'm just watching, just making sure in case anything happens. You never know, you always want to keep an eye on your dive partner. So, boom, he shoots it, comes up, nice placement, and solid fish. So here we're trading back fins. I got the carbon hatch with the Omer foot pockets. I wanted to let Lucio try it just to see how he likes it. He's got the hammerhead plastics. You know, we got to get this hammer right here some carbon fins. So if you got some carbon fins for sale or you want to donate, I'm trying to find some carbon fins for Lucio. Just wanted to let him try mine and see how he likes it. My take on carbon dive fins are, in the deep, it helps a lot. They're lighter, so if you're swimming, even in the shallows, if you're swimming a lot, they're just lighter, they give you more power. But in the shallows, if you're just diving in the shallows, it doesn't make much of a difference. So diving deep or swimming long distances, it really helps a lot. So I'd recommend carbon fiber fins. So far, I've only had 2 pairs my whole life, and my first pair lasted me about 2 years, and then I got run over by that boat. The propeller cut my one fin, and then I got this pair, and it's lasted me ever since. So they're really, really good. You know, hammerhead fins are good too. I'm not hating on hammerhead, but I just prefer carbon over plastic fins in general. So here I'm down about 90 feet. I think it's 88 feet right here. And just looking around, checking out. It's a little murkier than I like down at this depth, but some uhus come in, and I'm looking to take a shot, but I know if I hit that thing and it dives under that rock, then I'm going to be taking my next dive, just retrieving my shaft. So I decided to let the uhu live, go back up, and just call it a nice little snorkeling session right there. And just like an experienced dive partner, Lucio's coming down to meet me about 10 feet below the surface just to check up on me. And all good. Here I notice Lucio shoots a Moana Kali, so I go down to film a little closer and I realize it is off. So he's coming up, I move my gun and my line out of the way. I try and get a backup shot on this thing, and I almost have a shot, but my spear is gonna go straight into some coral. So I don't take it. Instead, I just keep eyes on it. A lot of time when fish get shot, they either hide under coral or they swim through some coral. Unfortunately, we didn't get that one back. So Lucio takes another dive after a nice breathe up. Now he's got the 3-prong, going for some Mampachi, and taking his time a little bit away from the crack, cruising up to it, and sure enough, he's able to bring one up. If you notice how my head is on a swivel, whenever I dive and I'm watching my buddy, my main priority is watch him and make sure there's no shallow water blackout. My second priority is keep my head on a swivel, make sure there's no sharks coming around. And it's not often that it happens, more so in blue water, but it's important that the person that's the eyes, they're looking for sharks. So we start to get a little bit deeper. I break out the flasher, the buoy flasher. Just gonna drop it about 50 feet, but I'm not gonna drop it all the way to 50. I'm gonna drop it about to 30 and gonna hook it onto the buoy. Hopefully this will bring in some uku, some pelagics, some other big fish, and we'll get a chance to shoot something. So Lucio's coming up here. My guess would be about 75 or 80 feet. And I didn't get this on film, but he hits this kahala. This thing is nice, about 20, 25 pounds. I forget what the measurement was. I think it was around 20 something. But I go for a backup shot here. I wish I had my camera filming sooner. And boom, backup shot. Not the best backup shot, right in the gut. Usually you want to aim for a stone shot, but it did the job, and this is just to secure it. His shot was already a great shot. It would have been totally fine, but sometimes the flopper gets close to the shaft, comes out, and you lose the fish. So best to just always take the backup shot. There it is. There is the beautiful fish right there. So we end up hopping out of the water, taking a little break, eat some lunch, and we're just itching to get back in. So we decide to make it a 2-dive kind of day. We jump back in the water at a new place, and there's avas everywhere. This one was right at the surface, but didn't allow me to get close enough to take a shot. Lucio already hit one. It spooled his whole reel and then got wrapped around the coral, ripped off, and got away. Such a bummer, because ava is such a good tasting fish. Here I'm at the bottom. At the top I saw a nice kumu. I decided to drop down and just get some eyes on it. I don't shoot kumu often, but this one was a pretty decent size. So he's in that crack. I'm trying to wait for him to swim out, get a little curious. There's so many other fish in the way. I gotta wait for a good shot. So I'm just chilling right here, looking to see if there's any moo. There's a lot of moo piles in this area right here, but they weren't coming in. They weren't letting me get close to them either. So the kumu starts to come out. I creep in a little bit, but I can't really see which one's a kumu because how dark it is. I think I see it, so I take the shot, and sure enough, I'm able to get it. Now I'm just praying this thing does not rip off, and I'm able to secure this nice kumu right here. So this ava is back, giving me another chance. And I'm down, I'm looking at it, I'm like, oh, one more foot. And I would take the shot, and I hear a shot behind me. And I turn around, and I just see Jake hugging this fish. And so I swim in to get a closer look, and my camera dies. But that was the ava that Lucio shot. Jake went for the backup hug, just grabbed the thing and was able to secure it. Here's a clip of me shooting a fat table boss, male, but it rips out, hides under the reef, and I never get another chance at it. I do get a chance at this barred papio. This school just swam right under me. I took a drop. They all turned around straight towards me. I shot one. Jake goes down for the backup shot and able to secure this nice barred papio right here. Looking for some alua in these houses. Nobody's home. But did find this ponanu posted up right next to this reef. So instead of shooting it and bending my shaft, I decided to just stab it. It's on there, but then rips off and just stays right there. So I'm able to stab it again and secure this fish without having to fire my gun. So ponanu, if you know, you know, just like stuffed uhu, but a little sweeter. They taste super, super good. Find this fat uhu, try to slowly dive bomb, miss it big time. And same with this nanui. Boom, just absolute miss. And that just happens sometimes. You know, sometimes you hit them, sometimes you miss them. So, just grateful. God always keeps me safe. And when I'm successful, He allows it. And when I'm not successful, He doesn't allow it. So, I'm just grateful to be able to get in the water, dive with some friends, have some fun, and bring in some fish to feed my family and my friends. And all that breath hold just for a big fat miss. All right, guys, thanks for watching. We're gonna weigh the fish. Lucio's gonna give us some advice on how to be a better diver. And I got a special message at the end. You're gonna wanna hear it.
You know.
20.
It's a nice number. $15. 15, nice.
All right, Lucio, the people want to know how you catch some massive fish like that. What's the secret?
Honestly, there's not really a secret. You just gotta put in a lot of work and dive as much as you can. That's all it really is.
That's what I'm talking about. Good job today, bro.
Yep, thank you.
Guys, thanks for tuning in to another episode of Men of the Spirit. Don't forget to give Lucio a like, subscribe to him, share his videos, get his name out there. You know, it wouldn't be Men of the Spirit if we didn't close out with a scripture. So in Ecclesiastes 5, verse 18, one of my favorite scriptures, This is what I have observed to be good, that it is appropriate for a person to eat, to drink, and to find satisfaction in their toilsome labor under the sun during the few days of life God has given them, for this is their lot. Moreover, when God gives someone wealth and possessions, and the ability to enjoy them, to accept their lot and be happy in their toil, this is a gift from God. They seldom reflect on the days of their life because God keeps them occupied with gladness of heart. Guys, whatever you have, just be content with it. Be grateful to God that you have your health, your life. And if you got something awesome to do, like a hobby like spearfishing, and family and friends, even better. Just be content and be godly, and you're going to find satisfaction in everything you do. Guys, until next time, men of the Spirit, thanks so much.